The Guitar Hero series has been irrelevant for about 7 years now. Because I remember the last game that came out was Guitar Hero Live, and that was like back in 2015. And even though there were a lot of people who, or a lot of critics for that matter, who liked the game, it never really got a sequel, and there were changes made to that game that people were not really too happy about. And since then, it seems like the series has either been dead or it's on, I guess, hiatus for now. But a lot of people are wondering whether or not Activision should revive the Guitar Hero series. And honestly, at this point, I feel like the music rhythm genre for the most part is dead. It's not as popular as it once was during the late 2000s and the early teens. And as far as popularity is concerned, that's where like Guitar Hero and Rock Band pretty much peaked in terms of popularity, because the music rhythm genre was something new and it gave people an alternative aside from Dance Dance Revolution, which the series started back like in '98, if I'm not mistaken, in arcade centers. And honestly, Dance Dance Revolution started to, ironically, it started to lose its popularity around the same time the Guitar Hero and the Rock Band series started to become very popular. And honestly, out of all the games that came out in the Guitar Hero series, a lot of people go on record and say Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock was probably the most popular installment of the series. At least, it was the installment that earned probably the most revenue, because I believed it managed to generate over $100 billion in revenue. And the game sold millions, and with the games and the music and all that stuff, I do feel that one of the reasons why Guitar Hero is not as popular as it once was is mainly because the music industry in general is just oversaturated in this day and age, especially as it relates to music and as it relates to artists. Because during the 2000s, for the most part, you had you were able to download music through iTunes or what have you, or burn them off of a website onto your CD or onto your iPod, because that was back when CDs and iPods were still a thing. And you look at the past decade, the teens decade, that's not the case anymore. In fact, more people started using YouTube, and it's at a point where, for the most part, the average American pretty much lives on the internet, and they can basically gain access to all kinds of music, music that's on all the Guitar Hero games, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Spotify. And you also have a lot of indie artists coming up and stuff like that, and they're using platforms to promote their stuff, Spotify and SoundCloud and many other forms to promote their music. And not only that, the quality of music has declined greatly since the early teens. And I would say maybe it started in 2012 and started moving onwards, because I remember when it came down to music in general, the late 2000s, early teens was a boom period. It was golden. Music on the radio was addictive. People liked what they heard. Society was a much better place. People felt alive. People had something to look forward to. But if you look at the mid-teens, for the most part, it seems like the quality of music has declined, and that genre, the music rhythm genre, is not as popular as it once was. People began turning more and more towards RPGs and first-person shooters and action-adventure titles and all that stuff, because of good storytelling and graphics and realism and all that stuff. And honestly, I'm shocked to see that the Just Dance series has outlasted Guitar Hero, because honestly, I feel like Guitar Hero was always more popular than Just Dance. And I think Guitar Hero rivaled Rock Band, the series, in terms of popularity, even though it seems like Rock Band kind of had the edge towards the past couple of years before Guitar Hero stopped, I guess Activision stopped making Guitar Hero games and all that. So I do feel that that because of how much the music industry has changed, and the fact that, oversaturation of artists and music, it was something that, made things worse. I do feel that's one of the reasons why like too many people are not clamoring for a brand new Guitar Hero game. Because if we do get a brand new Guitar Hero game, they're going to be on current generation game systems like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. And as people know, everything's a hell of a lot more expensive now than they were a few years ago, a decade ago, 12 years ago, due to inflation and I guess, the economy going to hell. But yeah, I mean, like Guitar Hero never really got boring to a lot of people. It probably got boring to some people, but I feel like there's been too many Guitar Hero games, and it's to a point where maybe like a hiatus for the Guitar Hero series would actually do it some good if I don't know, Activision decided to release a Guitar Hero 6 or something like that in the future. But yeah, I honestly feel like there's really nothing wrong with the Guitar Hero series. It's just that the music rhythm genre is just not as popular as it once was.